What's going on, guys? Just picked up a new mower I'm going to be working on. I believe it's a 2012 John Deere X360. So basically it's the same thing as a John Deere X320, but this one has a transmission where you can actually change the fluid. The X320 is a sealed transmission with lifetime fluid in it, where this one, it's the same transmission for the most part, just a little bit different because this has the hydraulics, so it uses the same fluid for the transaxle and the power steering and hydraulic deck lift pump. But yeah, this one, all it really needs is a new seat, and then I saw it was missing the cap for the fluid, like where you fill it in at for the transaxle. So that cap is like $8, and then we'll just get a new seat, which is like $120, and then I'll get it polished up and get it posted. But yeah, we're about 5 minutes from the house. You can see we got the mower back there. But yeah, when we get back to the house and get unloaded, I'll fill you guys in. Alright guys, just got back to the house. Now we're gonna get it unloaded, get it in the garage, and then we'll start working on it. But yeah, that's it. So let's get to it. Alright guys, just got it back in the garage. Just rinsed it off with the hose real quick. First thing I need to do is, like I said on the way over here to drop it off, it was missing the cap for the transaxle fluid reservoir, and it looks like it's low on fluid quite a bit. That's the full line, and there's nothing in there. So I went to the John Deere dealership, picked up 2 quarts of high guard, and then I got the cap. The cap was only $8, and then that, I think it was like around $20 for both those quarts. But I don't have a funnel that'll fit that, so I'm gonna use this transfer pump, put one end in there, then the other end in the high guard, and then we'll start filling that up. Alright, so now it's up to the full line. I'm just gonna clean up the excess that I spilled, and then I spilled a little bit on the floor. But we'll clean that up and I'll put the cap on real quick. Alright, and now that that's full, I'm just gonna put this cap on. It's pretty common for these caps to come off. They literally don't even thread in or anything, and they just pop off that easy. So even like with a hose, if you spray it too hard, it'll just pop that off. So now I got that filled. That was one of the main things there, and then got to put the new seat on. But the deck is gonna need repainted in some spots. Right here, from where like your foot rubs through the paint there, that'll touch up too. And I might touch that up a little bit, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape overall. Just typical paint fade on it. It's only got like 378 hours, I think, and it's a 2011, not a 2012. But yeah, I'll get the polisher out, and then I'll buff this all out to make the paint look good. And then later I'll have to run to the store and get more paint because I ran out of yellow paint. Okay. And then we'll do that. But all right. So for polish, we're gonna use 3D Speed. This is both a wax and it's a polish, 2-in-1. A lot of people use these for big stuff like boats, RVs, semis. That way you don't have to do like a 2-stage paint correction. It's just one and then you're done. Just put it on, wipe it off, and then you're good. Alright, now it's all polished up, so we're just going to wipe off all the excess wax and everything, and then we'll start working on the seat. So first we're gonna take off this sensor, and if you watched the other video on one of the other mowers that I worked on, I think it was an X500, this is gonna be the same exact process, but taking the seat off is gonna be easier on this one versus that one because the rear fenders on the 300 series sit lower than the 500 series, so this will be able to pull straight out, where on the 500 series you have to take off this whole bracket in order to get this pin to slide out, which was a terrible design on John Deere's part. So push all 3 of these clips in, unplug your sensor, and then you're gonna turn this counterclockwise with all these pushed in. All right, now that's out. So basically how the sensor works is there's a spring on the inside and it goes right up on the foam. So I got my hand on the other side applying pressure. So when you sit down, that pushes in and then this spring gets pushed in and then it allows the tractor to start. But we got that out, set that somewhere, we don't lose it. Make sure this is out of the way. And now we gotta get this little security washer off of that and then that pin will slide out. All right, so that security washer's out. And now we just gotta hit this pin out. So then grab your pliers and then you'll pull it out the rest of the way. So it'll just slide out. All right. So I ordered my seats on eBay. It's about $50 cheaper than going to the John Deere dealership and getting them. It's from eparts.shop. They're aftermarket. They're a little bit different. You can see this one has like a little handle up top where that one doesn't. But honestly, the quality is probably better than John Deere's, which isn't saying a whole lot, but get it started. Then line up your other side. So now let's put this security washer back in. It'll bend a little bit, so tighten it back on. Just bend it back, so that way it doesn't fall off. Just kind of crimp it. All right, that's not going anywhere. Now put the sensor back in the opposite way you took it out. It'll go in and then just slide it until it locks in place. Plug your sensor back in. It'll click in. All right, guys, a little bit later in the day. Had some stuff going on earlier, so just want to check back in. Just finished up touching up right there. It was missing the paint there. And then where that mark is missing paint right in here was, I touched that all up and you can't even tell where it was. It was literally like right there. I'll go up as close as I can, but you can't even see it. The paint really blended in together about perfect, really. I can't even see it right up close, but this thing just looks so good now. Didn't even have to do that much work to it, really. I didn't even bend that out. I'm just gonna leave it. I touched up the deck with some paint there, but yeah, here it is. All done and ready to go. Gonna take some pictures now and then just get it posted for sale. But this one turned out so good. Super happy with it. But yeah, anyway, this one I paid $2,000 for. It's a 2011 X360. Basically, every area is going to be different for what they're worth. You just got to see in your area what they go for and everything. Do some research with local John Deere dealerships. See what they're going for on Facebook and everything. That's how you got to figure out your profit margins and everything. But in my area where I'm at, these sell with this many hours. I see dealers selling them for anywhere from $3,500 to $4,000. And basically, I like to post mine for a little bit cheaper than what the dealers have them typically. But this one, just being that it's in such good shape, I think I'm gonna probably post it for $3,600 and stay firm on that. With this having hydraulic deck lift and power steering and everything, This is a very sought after model, and the new version of this is called the X390, and you're going to be spending easily around $7,000. And then you got taxes, dealer fees, all sorts of stuff like that to add on top of that. But yeah, I'm just going to take some pictures, get this posted, and that'll be it. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it all, please be sure to leave a subscribe, like, leave a comment below, turn on notifications so you're ready for the next one. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.